you are able to come in and give your resources, and through giving your resources, you are able to reach out to many other people in our society. We are also selling books. Our CEO has authored 2 books, the 2 books Swelling Like an Eagle. And all of them, the cash that you get from the sale of books, always they all go to the foundation, whereby now that money is used to support the foundation. The Optiven group as a whole, through sale of property, 5% of every sale of the property goes directly to the foundation. And through that, we are able to reach out to many people in the society. We are able to empower many youth. We are able to reach out and give a smile to the society, because that is our pillar. We want to just put a smile in our society and tell people that there is hope. Even in this COVID-19, we want to spread hope and not fear. Those are some of the things that we do in the foundation, because we'll be together with you for the next 6 months. You'll continue learning more. And in case you have any question, you have any query about the foundation, I'm always available. I can share more as we move on. So karibuni sana, and I really appreciate and value you. Thank you. Back to William. Back to Nagirai.
Unmute yourself, Nagilai.
Thank you, Anne. Thank you. We really appreciate you. Yes, that is our foundation coordinator. And as you've heard briefly, that is what she does for the foundation. Then I don't want to waste so much time because we are already behind our schedule. I will invite Madam Mary Washuka, she's our GM, so that she can invite on board our team leader or our CEO, so that we can proceed with our program today. She may not put the camera, but I know, oh, she's already there. Good. Welcome, Madam Mary.
Unmute yourself, Mary. Unmute yourself. Nika camera has hanged, or she's there.
Thank you, Nagilai. Nagilai, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Nagilai, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
All right, good. Good afternoon, team.
Good afternoon.
I'm definitely delighted to welcome all the people who have joined this GW School of Mentorship under the sponsorship of Optiven Foundation. We are delighted as Optiven Group to host you. Thank you, Anne, for giving us an overview of what Optiven Foundation does. And part of what it does is empowering people. And that is what you're doing this afternoon. And so I would like to just take this opportunity to invite the philanthropist #1, who is our chairman of the foundation and the CEO of Optiven Group, Mr. George Washuri, to carry on with the program. I am sure this is something he's passionate about. And all of us, wherever you are, put your hands together and welcome our chairman, Mr. George Washuri. Thank you.
Wow, thank you. Thank you, Mary, and thank you, the team members, Nagilai, for doing the logistics, Anne Nyaga, the head of foundation, and all the people that want to soar like an eagle. I am so much humbled to see this program kickstart this afternoon, and today we are very, very happy because the purpose for this school of mentorship is to have to be able to empower 3,000 people. The first session, we are targeting 500, and this particular 500, we want to replicate. We want to have George Washiori's 500 of them, so that wherever you go, you are able to conquer the market, you are able to do exploit. Those who are looking for a career, you are able to get a job. Those who are running their own businesses, you are able to put your business to a competitive edge. And that's why you're saying that personally, I'm going to download what I know about sales and marketing. And I know that there are some people who have not really done sales and marketing, but they are dreaming of having their own companies. They are dreaming of making themselves better. And this particular mentorship is going to make you a better person, is going to make you to do business in a better manner. And I'm so happy that I have seen so many have joined, including my own friend, Reverend Dr. Obasike. We really, really, really value you. And there's a lady who also believes in empowering our communities. And I can assure you, by the end of 6 months, you will be a totally different person. And I thank all those who have logged in, those who have registered. This is a guarantee that I'm giving you, that by the time you are graduating, because shall give you certificates, we shall network you, we shall work with you. You are going to be a totally transformed, changed person. And of course, at the end of the course, I can tell you, you'll be different, you'll be soaring like an eagle. And today I'm very excited, and we know that we have to cover about 28 topics within the 6 months. And feel free to drop your question there. Feel free to ask those questions. That's why we say this is not a lecture. This is mentorship. And I'm happy that all those questions, we may not answer them within the next 30 minutes, but we shall be deliberate in ensuring that we answer them online and to ensure that our people are better. And out of those many topics, I want to encourage all of you who believe that you are good in sales, you are good in marketing, and maybe you may ask, George, why did you begin with sales and marketing? It is because the core of our economy is about sales. The core of our businesses is about sales and marketing, because you can have a beautiful product, but if the sales is limping, I can tell you, you cannot be able to deliver this particular product or services to the market. And today we'll be focusing on a subtopic topic. I'm calling it discovering your passion, your vision, dedication, and hard work. You know, combining all these: hard work, dedication, passion, and vision. And if you combine these kind of components, I can tell you, you can only be better than the way you are today. We can be better than the way we are today. So karibu sana, welcome. And maybe I'll start very quickly on why should you, or what is the importance of sales and marketing? You know, someone was asking me, George, what's the difference? What is the sales and what is marketing? When you talk about sales, we are talking about selling something. You could be a pastor out there. We are commanded to sell the gospel, to market the gospel. Are you able to package it nicely? You know, selling something. If you're in businesses, we talk about vending. I know that there are people who told me, George, I am actually doing perfume. I'm selling perfume. You know, you are vending this particular product. It could be deals, you know, dealing with things like properties. You hear people say, it's a deal. It's a deal. That is about selling. It's about trading. You know, our economy today, the backbone is about trading. It's about bargaining. Yeah, discussing with people. And they'll be able to discover how you can discover for sure if you are a salesperson or you are not. I remember one time that I was starting my career, I registered to be an accountant, and I did up to CPAK. I actually got a job as an accountant. But 1 year down the line, I discovered, George, wait a minute. I think you are not a good accountant. And one time I was caught in the office talking to people, and I was fired on the spot. In fact, I was told, you are making noise in the office, only to discover Kube, George Washiori, is a marketer. And marketers, they keep talking, they keep bargaining, they keep telling people. So these are the things you can check whether you are a true salesperson. And of course, that firing enabled me now to pursue my career. And there are many people who have logged in. Maybe you are not discovering exactly what is your talent. Like this guy called Karaja Jr. You know, the other day he was talking to me, George, I am not sure whether I'm a salesperson, whether I'm an accountant. I don't know exactly who am I. But I can assure you, Karanja Jr., by the end of these 6 months, you have rediscovered yourself. You have built up your stamina in terms of selling and also marketing. What is marketing? Hey, now marketing is interesting. Nikupiga kengele. It is ringing the bell. Marketing is basically the real action. You know, it's the promotion of business, promotion of yourself, you know, business promotion. It's about now the actual act of telling people about the product. Some people can call it selling the product or services. It's about marketing research. It's about advertising. I don't know how many they have seen Optiven. The way we are very, very aggressive on marketing. We are on KTN, NTV, Hope FM, you know, Hope TV. We are all over. That is basically marketing. But when now the leads come, how do you convert them? And I'm sure that is one of the topics on how we can make our mentees to be the best of the best. I can tell you, for you to do sales and marketing, you have to make a decision. You have to have that vision that you say, George, when I finish this 6 months, I want to be better than you. I want to be better than Brian Tracy. I want to be better than the top salespeople in this republic. And those who are making a decision, do I do sales or do I not? Let me share with you why selling is good. One of the things about selling, you are not limited with the kind of money you make. And that's why you find that many people prefer commissions. You know, they say, can I sell on commission? And you have people in this country that are making good revenue in terms of commissions. At Optiven alone, we have people who make even more money than CEO by basically commissions. That means in selling, you are not limited. Sales has no limit for success. So if you are thinking to be successful, the best career to be in is in sales. I know Richard is very good in ICT, but allow me now, nipigie kengele, sales and marketing, because many a times, especially parents, when they are told, by the way, what do you want to go to do in the university or in college or in diploma? When a person mentions sales, you are looked down upon. Yani wanadhalau sales. Anafanya nini? Anafanya sales. And let me tell you, that's where the rubber meets the tarmac, because sales people, they can really make the true deals. So it's a good thing. It has no limits. So if you have been thinking, you are in the right career. Number two, selling and marketing is about helping others. Helping other people to solve problems. The world today is looking for people to sort out issues. The people who help other people to solve problems, they are sales and marketing people. For example, we have a project we are calling a man reach. There are many people who don't know about a man reach, but through sales and marketing, they are able to discover the fuel. And for you as a facilitator, of course, you gain, because every sale you make, you also make money. Become a partner. So that's why selling is very interesting. Number three, why sales and marketing is important to you. Number three, it is the foundation for business. Any business, hata ikiwa ni ya kuuza dhahabu, any business with weak sales and marketing, the business will collapse. Any economy without proper department of marketing the country's brand, like Magic Kenya, for example, or tourism, the country cannot be able to go to the next level. So sales and marketing is the foundation for business, it is foundation for economy. When there is no sales, no business. That means if you are dreaming to develop your career to be better than George Washiri, you are in the right profession, because sales, without sales, no business. With sales, there is business. That means sales is equal to business. So you must be proud about yourself. You must be happy that you have done a diploma in sales, a certificate in sales, and also maybe practically have been selling. You know, for the last couple of months, you have been interviewing people to join Optiven Group in a senior sales and marketing position. And like yesterday, the whole day, I was doing interviews on senior sales and marketing positions. We are looking for about 15 people. And it really pained me to, when you're interviewing people, you can really tell they don't understand selling, they don't understand marketing. You ask somebody, can you share with us the 7 P's of marketing? They don't know. And maybe this is assignment number 1. Can you go and research what are these 7 P's in marketing? These are basics. Ni kama kuwa mechanic na hujui engine. You can't be a mechanic of tires or a mechanic of the body. You have to understand the engine of a car. So the engine of sales is the 7 P's. So that's an assignment. So number 4, why sales and marketing is important. Number 4, it is about creating outcomes that others don't see. It is creating ideas that others don't see. That's why we find that the advertising companies, they come up with an idea and you wonder, how did they think about it? And for you, if you're looking to be the best salesperson or the best marketer, you must be able to craft ideas. And then you sell these ideas to the people. Once you do that, you make your money, you make your bottom line, you support yourself and also support the organization that you will be working for. Oh my goodness. Number 5, why we think sales is very, very key, especially for those who join this particular program, George Washuri School of Mentorship, that you want to be the top seller, the top marketer. It is possible, it's doable. Personally, when I work for Optiven, we hire people, and when they're coming, you can tell these guys don't know how to do this thing. But within 3, 4, 5 months, these guys start now flying. They start now handling people in a manner that you leave an impact. That's about selling. Number 5, sales has no end on the amount of learning. Yani, sales and marketing has no end. You cannot say that I've done my diploma, I'm good. I have done my degree in selling and marketing, I am good. No, selling is dynamic. It keeps changing. Today, we are in the era of a pandemic. And now the selling and marketing has completely changed. The same way you used to go to people's offices. It is not happening. You can't visit people. How do you sell? How do you market? And that's why you must beat your social media. And in this particular forum, we are going to teach you on how to do a pitch on LinkedIn, how to do a pitch on Facebook, how to sell on Twitter. There are some strategies that we are going to train you, to mentor you, that even if you are now selling bags, there's a lady who talked to me and said, George, me, I'm currently selling bags, but the business has gone down. We'll show you on how you can package it on social media and you are able to sell. By the way, you don't even need to deliver. You can be able to do partnership with riders and they deliver your product to people's houses. These are new ways of selling and marketing. I'm sure some of you, I saw a few people who are in hospitality. They are in the restaurant. The restaurants today, they are delivering meals to people's houses. This is part of selling and marketing. So sales has no end in terms of amount of learning. And that's why for this particular program, we'll do a lot of learning, a lot of role play, and also teaching you on how to do the marketing emails. How do you start your email? How do you approach people? How do you break the ice? It's the first time you're meeting. How do you break the ice as a salesperson, as a marketer? We'll be able to teach you all these strategies. And I can tell you, once you do that, you start realizing your passion for selling. Because I tell people that if you have no passion for selling, don't do it. You'll be frustrated. You'll be rejected. You get customers that don't want to hear about you. So you must have passion. You must have ability to accept rejection. I remember one time I went to sell a property to a very senior man, and I was very confident. And I told him that we have this particular property in the Kitengela. And this property, there is water, there is solar power, we have done the roads, we have done the trees. Jamaa akacheka. Akaniuliza, he asked me, when you look at me, do you think I can live in Kitengela? I did not know. The guy was a multi-billionaire with a very huge house in Karen and many other rental houses. But of course, it was not easy for me. But nikacheka kidogo, nikasema, I'm sorry, sir, but you know you can buy for your sons. You know, your sons may not want to live where you are, but they can like Kitengela because Kitengela is warm. Kitengela is no arthritis. Kitengela, the business is vibrant. By the end of the discussion, the guy bought 2 plots for the daughter and for the son. That means you must be able to handle some challenges because marketers can be frustrating. But that's why we are here, to mentor you, to train you to be the very best. Number 6, why sales and marketing? Sales and marketing is constantly changing every day, man. Sales and marketing is changing. I am sure you have seen what is happening in media. You know, we used to have people who are marketing advertisement on media. Today, very few people who put their adverts on print media. Why? This guy called Mark Zuckerberg, Mark Zuckerberg, has totally destroyed entire system in terms of print media, because you pay this guy and then your adverts pop up, and companies now, they are paying a lot of dollars on online platforms. Why? Because the industry is changing. And for you as a salesperson, are you also changing? Do you have some skills in terms of social media? How is your Facebook? Is your Facebook only for abusing people? Is your Facebook only for jokes? Or can you turn it around to be a selling tool? And I'm sure that those who have checked Optiven, our social media platforms, they are marketing tools. That's where we get people to buy their products. So it also matters on how you package those particular social media platforms. If it is Bogwa, how is the photo that you have put there? Is it marketing yourself? You know, how is your language? Remember, social media never forgets. So be careful on what you post there for you to shine and to conquer this field of sales and marketing. Number 7, sales and marketing is not just a job. It is a lifestyle. Yeah, it's your kazi. It's a lifestyle. That means wherever you are a marketer, you are a salesperson. That means the people you meet, tell them what you do. If you're doing a car spare parts, for example, let your name, after your name, say, my name is Mr. Bogwa. I am a specialist in car repairs and car spare parts. That means selling is continuous. When you go to church, for example, tell people what you do. There are some of the salespeople here, they told me, they even have a website. So every time you send a text, let your link be there, www.georgewashiri.com. You never know how many people can peep. So selling is a lifestyle wherever you are. I remember one time I had a meeting in the State House, and we had this big dome, and we were waiting for the president to address the people. And I could see a lot of people, influential people, potential people for our products. And of course, the CSAs did their presentation. Everybody was doing their presentation. And by the end of the day, the MC asked, is there someone here with a question or a comment? I said, wait a minute. This is a position for branding. Immediately, my hand was up. And of course, they said, hey, young man, now tell us, what's your question? I said, my name is George Washiri. I work with Optiven Real Estate, and our business is housing Kenyans. I have no question, but I was saying the presentation was amazing. Once again, my name is George Washiri, Optiven Real Estate. Wow. And then it ended there. By the end of the meeting, people are queuing. Optiven, what is Optiven? And then I was explaining, Optiven means optimizing ventures. We are doing affordable properties. And within that particular meeting, I got several sales. That means selling is 24/7. Even if you are talking to your grandmother, let your grandmother or grandpa know what you are doing in the US. I can see people logging from Uganda. Let them know that you are the top farmer, because even if you are a farmer, you require these strategies of selling and marketing. You know, one of the member here was telling me he has a lot of produce in some part of Uganda, and this produce, they are rotting in the farm. I asked the person, how do you market? Jamaa hana hata Facebook. Nikamwambia, quickly go and open a Facebook, open a Twitter account, open an Instagram. Tell people about these avocados in Uganda. Talk about it. Tell people if you eat this avocado, even COVID will run away from you. Market it. Talk about it. Tell it. Marketing is about telling it. And I can tell you, it is a 24/7 job. Number 8, marketing and selling gives you ability to meet people. Gives you ability to meet people and more people and more people. Because we trade, we vet our items to people. And that's why it's important that within our mentorship, we'll also show you on how to create these networks and how to mold your constituency of people. We'll teach you the business of referrals. And once you know that, I can guarantee you, you'll be the best salesperson, you'll be the best person in networking, you'll be the best in making money. They say marketing is about making money. Selling is about making money. And since we are not fearing about this profession, we are here to learn on how to make money. So take advantage and learn as much as you can. I have about 2 minutes before I allow Q&A, and I'll give you the bonus point. Selling and marketing make us optimistic. Yeah. Selling and marketing make us very optimistic. You know, we are able to talk about yourself, we are able to package yourself, and that's why for all those who are listening, you have to package yourself well, the way you smile, the way you dress, the way you talk, because people buy people. Before they buy the product, they want to buy you fast. Are you convincing? I remember one time when I was starting a real estate business, you know, there was a time I lost a lot of money. You know, I actually lost my 10 years savings. All the money, it was about 5 million. The money got lost. And for 1 year, it was not easy. When I was coming back, I remember meeting a customer somewhere in one of the restaurants. And when I went to present the product I had, the guy looked at me, he was a doctor, and asked me, are you an agent? Are you the owner? Are you a broker? By the way, who are you? And you know why he asked me that? Kwanza alinidhalau. Akanidhalau kabisa. Why? My lips were dry. I was hungry. My shoe was dusty. My belt was worn out. My shirt was fading. And the guy only saw a broker, an agent. And it was very embarrassing. And I was embarrassed. But why was I embarrassed? I did not package myself. I had no money to package myself. But it taught me a lesson that before you go to market that product, market yourself fast, sell yourself fast. The way you dress, the shoe you wear, for men, the belt that you wear, for the ladies, the bag that you are carrying. People buy people fast before the product. And once you do that, I can tell you, you will be smiling because you will be closing the deals. And that's what we do at Optiven. At Optiven, when people join the vision, we say that our vision is to economically and socially empower and transform the communities. And that's what Annie Nyaga is doing. We tell them, you have even to change the way you dress. You have to change the way you walk. You change the way you smile. And this one has worked for our marketing and sales team. And I'm so happy that the same vigor, the same energy, the same strategies, we are going to implement them to all these people, including Paris, shall I teach? We can be able to do it, and we can do it so well that you keep shining. And people be asking you, by the way, Where did you go to school? You just tell them, I had a mentorship with George Washiri, and this man changed my life. And that's why you have this particular program. We are here to change your thinking. We are here to change your life. We are here to make you a better person. But there is something that you must do. You must purpose in your mind. You must be ready to change your mind. You must be able to accept the change. And then you must say no to listening to naysayers. There are many people who tell you, what are you doing that particular class a whole 45 minutes, 1 hour? Don't listen to naysayers. Don't listen to people who discourages you, because they say the world is full of discouragers. The world is full of people who do not want you to progress. The world is full of people who are negative. So you need to make a decision to be a positive person. They say the marketers are doing their best. They are positive people. When they raise up in the morning and it is raining, they say, today is a good day. If it is Agola who is rising up in the morning, you rise up, you kneel down there and pray and say, God help me to go out there and conquer the market. Today is a good day. Once you have that emotional strength and energy, I can guarantee you, you can only conquer the world. For you to conquer the world, conquer your mind first. Put that emotional energy, put that physical energy, put that abundance mentality that there is enough for everyone. I think I put a comma there. We have about 10 minutes, and those 10 minutes, we can be able to answer a few questions as we prepare for the next session next week. And once again, may God bless you. May you keep soaring. And of course, in the next session, we would ask you and tell you on how you can start practicing these kind of skills, and we shall allow you to practice using our own properties. We shall expose you to our customers, and then we listen how you do it. You know, we'll bring a customer like Nagilai, and then we let you fabo, you know, and then after that, we'll tell you, you could have done it this way. So other than stories of talking, we'll expose you to our products. We'll allow you to try with our customers, to try with our products. We'll also allow you to use platforms to market these particular products to see, are there people who can be able to do it? And of course, we'll be able to discuss on how, in case you are trying and you are successful, maybe you have sold a plot in Victory Gardens, what do we do to you when you are successful? Once again, I put a comma there and allow maybe a few questions. I don't know whether Nagilai, you will be able to read comments on the people who are commenting, and then I can pick 1 or 2 questions. By exactly 4, we close, because we want to be disciplined to ensure that we don't spend more time, so that next time you can log in, just know that it's 1 hour mentorship with George Washiri. Over to Nagilai.
Wow, wow, wow. Isn't this amazing? I believe this evening you've learned something. I believe that you've picked something today. And I've seen quite a number of you making some very good comments. And one of you had sent a few questions, and I'll start with the questions so that we can proceed. And he had sent, actually, when he responded to the email, he sent the questions. And I want to read those questions so that we can proceed. His name is Maurice Mboro, and Maurice Mboro sent these questions. Maurice Mboro, I've seen you, you are in the panel, and actually, that is, I can see actually the last comment there, wonderful session, that is Maurice Mboro, and he sent the following question, 3 questions. Number 1, he said, please give a brief history from when you started doing sales and marketing. That is question number 1. Number 2, he says that what are the main challenges that people face when they join this field? Okay. Then number 3, he says, what advice would you give to someone in my shoes? And he says, a 23-year-old, very fresh in sales. I believe you are here to get all these answers. Maybe our team leader, you can just give a brief, let's say brief answers on this, so that because these will be part of what we'll be learning in these classes. Actually, you are like, you knew that part of these questions will be something you'll be learning. So you are in the right path, and today you'll get part of the answers as you get to learn. You can respond to those questions.
Wow, thank you, Nagilai, and thank you, Morris Buru. I like these kind of people who are willing to learn. And of course, for me, I think Nagilai, we should be able to give a book to this Morris Buru so that he can read the story of George Washiri, because if I start narrating here, it can take another 6 hours. So through foundation, and we could donate a book to Morris Buru, number one, for his courage to ask questions and also his willingness to learn. And I can tell you that at age 23, this guy can only be better. But of course, very briefly, I started, selling onions, when I was in class 8, planting onions and selling them. When I was in Form 4, I was actually buying potatoes from people's farms and delivering these potatoes to a place, a market for potatoes in somewhere called Mukalala in Nyeri. And of course, in the university, I was a photographer, marketing our photos, my photos raise fees. And I also used to market people to bring clothes to me to wash. I was washing people's clothes to raise my university fees. And of course, after that, I kept going. I have done many businesses, car sales. I was a marketer for car sales. I have marketed the water packaging. And that's why Morris needs to read this book to ensure that he understands the journey of selling and marketing started long time ago. And for him at age 23, he can only be better than George Washiri. And as Nagilai said, that's why you have this particular session whereby we download the things that we have experienced during our journey in selling and marketing. And today, I don't think in this country, there are good marketers that has gone through thick and thin than George Washiri. And I believe that I'll download this to all the people who we are targeting in this particular session. And of course, there are many challenges, Morris. One of the challenges is in selling and marketing is rejection. There are challenges of poor knowledge of what you are selling. You have to understand the products, and of course, lack of empowering yourself. You have to empower yourself. Listen to videos like videos for George Washiri, videos for Brian Tracy, to know how people are able to prospect, how people are able to get leads, how people are able to brand themselves. And these are some of the challenges that we need to overcome. And of course, this particular session is going to help you to overcome all these challenges. And of course, Boro is asking, the other question was what? Boro was asking, Nagilai, what was the third one?
Let me read it to you, the 3 questions. Just a minute. Number 1, he said the brief history. The second one, he asked about the challenges and you've tackled. The third one, he said, what advice would you give to someone in my shoes?
Wow, thank you, Boris Guru. I think for you, number 1, you have done the right thing to join the mentorship. That is a very good start. Number 2, if you have not done a course in selling and marketing, you can do a course. You can even start with a certificate, you go to diploma, you go to degree. And then number 3, practice, practice, practice. Optivate will give you a chance to practice, and they will be able to work and work with you. And Morris, you and Morris and other people, you are on the right profession. It has no limit. Start dreaming and dream big. Start seeing yourself being a better marketer than George Washiri. Start dreaming you driving a big car. Dream. But they say a journey of 1,000,000 miles. Start with 1 step. The step you are starting with is this mentorship. You can be able to keep progressing. And I can tell you very soon, 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, you'll be saying, hey, wait a minute. I started with the George Washiri School of Mentorship. Today, I am making 2 million in a month. It is possible and doable because Morris Boro, you are on the right track. But my advice is listen to the right people. Get a mentor, a person who can work with you. Identify the best marketer in this country, in East and Central Africa. Check what they do. What do they do? Copy them. They say success can't be copied. You can be able to copy success. And I can tell you, we are going to raise giants in this particular school of mentorship. We are going to raise people who are going to change this economy. It is possible and doable, and it is happening. Thank you, Nagilai.
Very good. Thank you, sir. That is well answered. We have 2 more questions, and we have only like 1 minute. So in the next maybe 30 seconds, there is a question all the way from the US. So I cannot keep this question. This is from Favor Obasike. This is the son to Dr. Obasike. And he says, how do you package a positive return on investment or return on ad spend content marketing campaign on social media, especially on Facebook and LinkedIn?
Wow, thank you, Favor. Thank you, Favor Obasike. And this is a good discussion, especially given that the market has moved. You know, the river has moved, the bridge has been left. So now the marketing is actually on social media. And of course, for Optivent, we spend about $3,000 every month on social media, you know, Facebook, LinkedIn, you know, pop-ups, you know, and we are able to check how many leads, we call them the hot leads or prospect came in. If we spend maybe $3,000 in a month, how many prospects inquired? How many went to our website? We're able to track using Google Analytics. And then we say, if we spend 3%, if we spend $3,000, how much money are we expecting? And for us, we say that every time our marketing spend, because real estate is very competitive, it is very, very competitive. We say that every time we spend such amount of money, we look at the revenue that comes must be able to multiply that spend by several hundred times, that the amount to spend is only 3 to 7% of the money we receive. And I'm happy that through social media, we are even able to do 3.5 to 4%. So it's actually working because millions of people have gone to either to Facebook or to other social media platforms. And I'm happy that our head of digital media, Bonnie Tinda, and the team, they are doing an amazing job to realize return on investment. And for those who want to do the same in their businesses, so it depends on what you're selling. Is it a high value like real estate, or is it maybe you are selling a consumable goods? You may not spend too much money like you are spending, because for us, you're spending on high priced products, but you can be able to spend little money, but ensure that you are getting good returns. Of course, we say not more than 10%.
Good. Thank you, sir. Thank you. We appreciate the answer, and I believe Favor has got his question answered. And we have 3 more questions, but we are quite, our time is fully spent. We were to finish by 4, and already it's 2 minutes past 4. There are 3 questions, and I believe you can kindly answer these questions in 30 seconds each. The first one is, what if your business deals with contact, and with the rise of COVID, it has been disrupted? I deal with card making with your phone number, e.g. your national ID, to help you retrieve it easily in case it gets lost. So for her, it's like all that she does, she has to be maybe to touch maybe your card or your ID. Then the other question, that is from Clarity, that is from Clarity Mbogwa. And the other question is from Kemani, Josephine Kemani. She says, how can I volunteer in foundation? Actually, that one can be answered by Anne. Then the last one, Sir George, kindly give a light. Sorry, Sir George, kindly give the light. Sorry, I didn't get that question. Since you did so many businesses before settling on real estate, does it mean you only succeed when you hit the one that you are graced for? How do you identify it? That is quite a big one. Maybe you can respond to Clarity.
Wow, thank you, Clarity, for the business you are doing. And we are saying that today you have to really rethink, re-strategize, and for her, because of her, dealing with the touching things. The one thing I would recommend is that observe the Ministry of Health regulations. Touch that ID, sanitize, have your mask if you must touch the documentations, ensure that you keep social distance if you are meeting people. And of course, the other strategy is to rethink and strategize. I know I have a friend of mine who was doing printing work, and when the printing of hard views become very difficult because Kenyans don't want to touch hard views, now he started doing other things. And akaanza kutengeneza a mask, and he's doing a very good business. So they say that sales and marketing is about rethinking and doing things differently. Tell people that you can do for them work online, business cards online, and then you charge them online. And of course, there are other people who say that, they have to really touch the money. I've seen some restaurants even going, say, no cash in this restaurant. You either use M-Pesa. And of course, as a salesperson, you can be able to rethink, strategize, but if you must touch the documents, observe the Ministry of Health regulations because we need you by the end of 6 months. The other one is the identify the passion. As Nagira is saying, it's a huge topic. You do not need to fail for you to succeed. You do not need to feel like George Washiri 15 times for you to succeed. That's why we have mentorship. Personally, I had no mentor. Maybe that's why I failed many times. But if you must fail, or if you have failed, that is not the end. You can restart again because mentorship help you to ask questions for people who have been there. They failed. They can be able to hold your hands. And we are here to hold your hand. Don't do try and error like what George did. You can be able to identify the things you love doing. Do them. Do what you love doing. That one, you can identify your true business. Thank you. And don't do business for money.
Thank you, sir. I believe all you've done justice to all the questions. And there is Josephine Kemani. Josephine Kemani says, how can I volunteer in foundation? Josephine Kemani, since we have your contact because of time, I will ask Anne to call you after this so that we will not spend so much time. And I know, yeah, somebody might be using their bundles and unaona ni kama zinaisha. So I want also to be fair to you because you are a student and you are here to learn. And I would like you to learn until the end of it. So I don't want to take much time on that. I'll request Maurice Mboro. There are 2 more questions from Maurice Mboro. Maurice Mboro, he says, what is the biggest challenge you faced getting into this profession and how did you overcome it? I believe that one is part of the topics that we will do later. Then there is, what advice will you give me or us fresh in profession? Actually, we have a topic on profession, so kindly stay on board, Maurice, and these questions will be answered. Thank you so much, my brother. I think for the questions, we are done with the questions. I really appreciate each and every one of you. So one thing I'll just request you to do, we've just learned that you need to work on your brand, you need to work on yourself so that people will get to address you as they say, as how you are addressed. So I can see there is somebody called Yusla. There is Yusla actually twice. There is Yusla twice. Then there is Galaxy 30. So the reason as why I'm pointing out on this, just imagine we have people here. We are about 33 people. and you are learning to sell a product. And these are actually potential people to buy your product. So the best you can do is put your name so that somebody cannot say, what does Galaxy A30 do? Okay? Somebody will just read, what does Evelyn Okiro do? What does Favor Obasike do? So that you see, at the end of this, you will have gained knowledge, you will have gained some contacts, and even a customer or somebody who will buy what you are selling. So I kindly request you to put your 2 names because it's very important for this one. There is also Jesus Lives. Kindly next time put your name. And there is also Jumoke. Then there is Lenny. I kindly request you next time, kindly put your 2 names. However, this evening, I want to appreciate you guys for joining. Thank you so much. I believe you've learned something from the 9 points that the team leader had shared. And your life will never be the same again. There is one hand raised so that we can close. That is Catherine Mugosero. Catherine, I can allow you to say what you want to say, then we can close with that. Your hand is up, Catherine. You can say something.
Good evening, all of you.
Good evening.
Good evening, Catherine.
Thank you. I just wanted to clarify. My name is Catherine Ngosero, and I'm the one who asked the question because CEO George was shooting failed several times in business. I was the one who was asking, is it because he had not identified what he was risking? So I just wanted to clarify that my name is not Larry, but Catherine Ngosero, and I have received the answer to that question very well. So thank you so much. Thank you for this opportunity. God bless you.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you, Catherine. That one is well understood. We got your name right. Asante sana. I think that is it for today. So until next Thursday, unless our team leader, you have something to close with.
Thank you, Nagilai, thank you, Anne, and all the mentees. And I'm so happy that we have started on a good note, and I can't wait to see the graduation. And we shall prepare for the graduation in 6 months. And who knows, so tell your friends to join. We have capacity to do 500. Let's make other people's better, because that's why we were born. We were born to make the world a better place. We were born to give, because even oxygen we are breathing, it is given by God. So let's empower each other. Let's welcome people. Let's be better. And other than mentorship, this particular team is going to register. I'll be sharing your names, your profession with other CEOs. In case you're looking for marketers or salespeople, you'll be contacted. So it's not only mentorship, it's about the networks. And I cannot tell you that the people who did the previous mentorship with Optiven, whereby we were taking people on board to work with Optiven before pandemic, most of them are working in different organizations. I saw some working for the UN. I saw others who got good jobs, because every time you mention that you have been mentored by Optiven, people listen to you. So not only mere mentorship, it's about network. And those who are in the US, like Favor Obasike, I know Favor is doing fantastic work in terms of social media. We are also going to network you to people who may want your services. And I think, Nagilai, we close at that particular point, because as we said, we want to be disciplined in terms of keeping time. So you have to close it.